14 seconds. Goldman almost lost it. He'll fire. On target. Rebound. Eisenbach's got it. His first field goal. 3 points. 2 seconds. One second. We have, or will have, a new state Class A champion as the defending champions are about to be dethroned.
Welcome back. Well, that was a video of the 1978 Yankton Bucks boys basketball team as they defeated Watertown to take home the state title. That was the last time Yankton claimed a boys basketball title, and they hadn't even won a first-round game since 1981. But this year, they came into the tournament as the 11 seed. No team had ever entered a state tournament with that low of a seed because of the new round of 16 format. But despite the odds stacked against Yankton, they put together a memorable 3-game winning streak. So here's Jason Andera with more on the boys AA state tournament.
Thanks, Kelly. Yes, the Double A's were as wide open as ever. It truly felt like anyone had a chance. And here's how the bracket actually played out. Starting on Thursday, we had games in Sioux Falls, and the number 1 seed did survive, but the number 3 seed got knocked off in the semis. The 1 and 2 seeds both went down, leaving Harrisburg and Yankton in the finals on Saturday night, and it was a wild one. Let's take a look at the highlights as Yankton came in as the 11 seed taking on those Harrisburg Tigers. Cameron Krejci of Yankton gets things started. It wasn't all Matthew Morris. He hits the first 3-pointer of the game, and then just seconds later on the next trip down, why not do it again? So he gets 6 of his 7 points in the first minute of the game. Rex Reichen finds a way to score. Matthew Morris gets the and one, and Yankton out to a quick start, 12-5 lead getting started in the first quarter. Into halftime, it was just 19-12. Then we get a glimpse of what Matthew Morris has been working on all summer. That fadeaway jump shot, and he hits one after another. They take a 26-12 lead in the third, but then the fourth quarter, Harrisburg starts heating up. Chase Altenberg hits from 3. Ace Zor with a nice post pass gets it to Nick Fuller, who gets the and one. Tigers all of a sudden within 7 points in the fourth quarter. Now they get heated up in the last 8 minutes of the game. Brady Van Hollen drains a 3. Blair Slaughter on the cut to the hoop, cuts it down, and then Ace Zor dominates on the inside, gets the rebound and the putback, and then gets the pivot and another low post score. And before you know it, we've got a 2-point ball game into the final minutes. Guess who takes over? Another step back jumper. Matthew Morris hits it, takes a 4-point lead, and just with 7 seconds left, Harrisburg trims it to 2 again, has one last chance. Van Hollen didn't even get the shot off in time, and Yankton becomes your Class AA champion. Morris leads the way with 18. He had 87 points in the 3 days of games at the state tournament. Rex Reichen, by the way, 5 of 7 shooting. He had 14 himself. And Harrisburg, no double-digit scores, and the team shoots just 31% on the night. Credit the Bucks defense. Let's talk to the Bucks after the game.
The team's just awesome. We put in so much hard work, and it finally paid off for us. And I'm excited for these guys next year. They're going to do great things.
It takes a special group of seniors to be able to play with a freshman that's getting all the attention and all the glory. And they just handled it with so fabulously. And it also takes a special freshman to be able to handle all that attention. And Matthew, as good as he is on the floor, and as far beyond the years as he is on the floor, he's also that much beyond his years maturity-wise.
It means everything. For everybody that's ever been to Yankton, everyone. It's just huge. It's been forever since we did it, and hopefully we can keep getting here and trying to get to this point.
Yeah, that kid is a freshman. I'm sure we'll be hearing from him much more in the next 3 years. Here's a look at the bracket in the girls' double A's. Aberdeen Central came in with just 1 loss on the season, narrowly got a win in the semifinals over Brandon Valley on the last few seconds of that game. On the bottom side of the bracket, Harrisburg needed overtime to get past Sioux Falls Lincoln to make it to the finals, and that set up the 3rd meeting of the year between Aberdeen Central and Harrisburg. Let's go to the highlights to see how this game played out. Harrisburg ready to go. There's Janai Ugoski, future USD player, going against Peyton Burkhardt, future SDSU player. And early on, it was a very low-scoring game. Abby Phipps breaks a 5-minute drought of scoring with the first field goal of the game. Second quarter now, and Aberdeen finally gets their first field goal of the game. Haley Mork hits a 3, makes it 14-8 after she hits her back-to-back threes. and they got going early. Brayton Burkhardt finally gets her first hoop of the game in the second quarter, and the ice starts to melt a bit. 20-8 lead at the half for Aberdeen Central, but then Burkhardt is on the bench in the third quarter due to foul trouble, and Harrisburg will try to take advantage. Breckley Honner makes a big hoop from the outside. Abby Phipps once again the hoop and the harm. Tigers are still down by 12 at this point though, and Janaya Ugoski, their junior leader, gets her own rebound, puts it back, cuts it to 9 points, and the comeback gets going in the fourth quarter. Burkhardt is back for Aberdeen, and she doesn't waste any time getting one on the board, but Harrisburg makes their best run of the night right here. Kiki Burnt from 3, hits it, cuts it to 6. The next time down, has to try to cut it to 6 again with the layup, and she does it. Again, a 6-point game. But Cassidy Goff, the junior of Aberdeen Central, said, enough of this Tiger stuff, I'm going to seal this game. Puts one in the fourth quarter. They end up taking a 49-32 lead and win the ball game, getting their second title in the last 3 years. Eagles held the Tigers to just 26% shooting, and Burkhardt had a great career-ending game, a double-double, and like I said, gets their second title in the last 3 years. Let's hear from the Golden Eagles.
Well, we were real tight coming out of the locker room to start the game. The thing that allowed us to stay in the game was our defense. I thought we played exceptionally well on the defensive end. I think Mort kind of got us going when she hit that three-point shot. It was kind of like the lid was off the basket then. And, you know, it was about, basketball is a game of momentum, and you knew Harrisburg's too good a team to go away without putting up some type of fight.
We just kind of kept it going. We always talk about how they're going to get a run and they're going to hit some threes, and we just need to weather the storm and keep going, and I think that's what we did. We were able to push through and communicate and keep working together as a team.
We talked about it before the game, before the tournament started. We said we were going to come out with a big fat old W, and we definitely did. It's a cherry on top. I mean, we would have been happy because we would have played together for as long as we did, but we came out with a W, and I don't know how else it could have ended any better. So.
Well, that's what I call a big fat old W. That's the way to get it done. Aberdeen and Yankton, they get their titles for the year, and we'll talk about another couple titles coming up in a bit. Back to you, Kelly.
All right, thank you so much, Jandy. As he mentioned, he's staying right here to recap the boys' A and B state tournaments from the weekend as well. Coming up after the break, this is Midco Sports Tonight.